skill chapter. The name of the chapter is Daivasura Vibhaga Yoga Nama Sodasho Dhyaya. So when we say that Bhagavad Gita is a science of faculty of application, we have basically three streams in Prasthantrayi. One is Brahma Sutra, second is Upanishad, and third one is Bhagavad Gita. For a Acharya, it is necessary to have commentary over all these three faculties. So Upanishad is totally, they are the principles. In Upanishads, all the principles are given, all the theoretical part is given. And Brahma Sutra is analytical part. Brahma Sutra, where some terms are there, some confusions are there, so they are discussed in Brahma Sutra. And Bhagavad Gita is science of application, faculty of application. You just have to apply Bhagavad Gita in your life. So instead of more focus on principle, in Bhagavad Gita, more focus is on application, how it can be applied in our life. So this is the best chapter in this aspect, that how we can apply Bhagavad Gita in our day-to-day life. So two kinds of properties, two kinds of sampatti. Sampatti means maybe conduct, maybe the gunas are given. So one is Devi Sampatti, one is Asuri Sampatti. So we have to accept Devi Sampatti and we have to reject Asuri Sampatti. This is like do's and not to do's. So what we have to do's and what we have to not to do's. Reject what we have to reject. So let us begin. The Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Abhayam Sattva Samsuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Danam Damascha Yagyascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam. First, the Devi Sampatti is given. So Devi Sampatti, the first Devi Sampatti is Abhayam. So in spiritual path, it is required that you should be fearless. If till you have fear, maybe fear of insecurity, maybe fear of what will happen in my life, what will happen in future, maybe any kind of fear, but till fear is there, it means your saranagati, your devotion is not complete. I remember last, before this year, previous to the previous year, I went to Nepal. In Nepal, there is a place, Muktinath. Muktinath, from all our Saligramjis comes from Muktinath. So above Muktinath, there is a place known as Vishnu Chulha. It is 6-7 kilometers above Muktinath. So there, one Babaji, one Sadhu, he lived there. So someone suggested me that you should visit him. I went. That is a very totally remote area, totally deserted area. No one is there. Only one Babaji is there. I asked him that don't you get fear? Don't you get afraid you are living here alone in this remote area? Then he said that fear for what? I said fear for death. If something mishappening happened to you, no one will come to rescue you. No one is there to help you out. How you are managing here? He said that death is the reality. Why should we get fear out of it? I said I am not getting fear of death, but suppose some wild animal they attack you, then who will rescue you here? He said that that fear also goes out when you do in good amount of number, when you chant Bhagwan's name, that fear also goes out. So the primary, the first condition for Devi Sampatti is Abhaya. You should be fearless. Fearless with you for your future, for your body, for your property. You should not have any kind of fear. That is the true Saranagati. That is the true surrender. Until unless you have fear in your mind, it means you are not surrendering Bhagwan. It means you wish to nourish your ahankara. You want to preserve your ahankara. You are not surrendering Bhagwan. So once a person who do complete surrender to Bhagwan, then there is no question of fear. Fear is that we want to preserve our identity. So we don't want to lose our individual identity. That's why we are fearing. I already shared one incident. Once in Omkareshwar, I was living there in Markandeya Sannyas Ashram. So once I went in forest. So the forest area was a very narrow kind of lane. So I have this idea in my mind that maybe some wild animal came here, maybe lion came here. So how I will run from here? Then when I came back to my ashram, then I asked my acharya that today I went there in forest and suddenly I got some fear. So fear is, who is getting this fear? My question was, who is getting this fear? Because we are made up of two things. One is Jada, another is Chaitanya. Jada Vastu doesn't have capacity to get fear. Like our table, our chair, our bed, they don't have capacity to get fear. They don't have any emotion, they are Jada. So I said that this body is made up of Panch Mahabhut, which is Jada. So there is no question of getting fear. And another component is Chaitanya, consciousness. So in consciousness, there is no component of bhaya. There is no component of fear, because consciousness is, there is only one consciousness which is everywhere. So there is no fear of losing something. There is no any kind of fear. There is no fear. Then my question was that who is getting fear? Neither Jada nor Chaitanya. And in this body, only two components are there, Jada and Chaitanya. So the reply of my Acharya ji, Sri Pranavanand ji, was that neither Jada is getting fear nor Chaitanya is getting fear. The one who is getting fear is that you want to preserve your individual identity. You don't want to lose your this identity that I am in this body. So your attachment towards this body is getting fear. That if someone will attack, I will lose this identity. I will lose this individuality. So that attachment, your request, your assist to maintain this individual identity is getting fear. So once you lose that individuality, once you lose that your identity, then there is no question of fear. So the first quality of Devi Sampati is Sattva Samshuddhi, purity of mind.
It's good.
It's classic.
It's good, but not every single.
No, you will read it now.
Abhayam, Sattva Samshuddhi, purity of mind, and purity of mind and Sattva Samshuddhi, Yoga Vyavasthiti, constant fixity in yoga of meditation for the sake of self-realization. People do yogas, but they don't have goal. People meditate also, but they don't have goal. So when we do yoga or when we do meditate, we should have this goal of self-realization. So first quality is abhay, fearlessness. Second is perfect purity of mind. Third one is fixation in meditation for the sake of self-realization. Danam, damascha, yajnascha, charity, and charity is also with sattvic form, not charity in rajasic and tamasic form, not to show off. People do charity with the mindset of showing off, and even people do charity to harm someone or to control someone. So that kind of charity is of no meaning. Charity should be of sattvic nature. So danam, damascha, yajnascha. We should have control over our senses, our mind, dama, and yajna. Agnihotra yajna also, and we had seen in chapter 4 different kind of yajna. So swadhyay is also a yajna. When we do swadhyay, when we study our scripture, that is also jnana yajna. So like that, different kind of yajna is given. So that those all yajnas are sattvic Devi Sampatti. Yajnascha swadhyay. Swadhyay is also given here. So study of Vedas, study of books, studies of Bhagwan's name, Bhagwan's glory, like Vishnu Sahasranam, Lalita Sahasranam, Gopal Sahasranam. So study of all this chanting of Bhagwan's name, these are swadhyay. Even some people say that even study of your own mind is also swadhyay. When you started reading out your own mind or observing your own mind, that is also in the category of swadhyay. So with no bias, when just with the feeling of witness, when you started witnessing your mind without rag dvesh, that is also in the category of swadhyay. Swadhyayas tapa ajavam. Tapa also is a Devi Sampatti, and uprightness of mind as well as of body and senses. So straightness or uprightness of mind and senses. Ahimsa satyam akrodha tyaga santi apeshunam daya bhutesu aloluptvam madhvam ki achapalam. Non-violence. Non-violence in thought, word and deed. People even do violence for their food. People do violence for their entertainment. People do violence to control someone. So, Devi Sampatti is not to harm anyone, not to do violence in thought even. We should not even think about someone's bad, someone's harm, someone's violence. So, non-violence in thought, we should not utter a word of violence, word, and of course not in deed. So satyam, ahimsa, satyam, truthfulness. If someone want to get rid of all his demerits, all his asuri sampatti, or all the then, and it is very difficult, because if he is finding that now I am in a very vicious circle, lot of I acquired a lot of bad qualities, how do I get rid of bad qualities? So if a person strictly follow only one good quality, then he will able to get rid of all the bad qualities. And the best good quality is truth. If a person is strictly following truth, then slowly he will come out from all bad qualities. So truth is of such an important good quality, Devi Sampatti. So truthfulness and genuinity in speech, absence of anger, even on provocation, one should not get anger. I was once standing in a queue in Badrinath, in a temple, Badrinath temple. So someone they came and they want to stand in front of me. So suddenly I got provocated for anger. So I was showing some anger. So with me one brahmachari was there. He came and he said that brother, why you are disturbing your mind for themselves? Let them do what they are doing, but you should not disturb your mind for them, because we are here in holy place. We are in the pilgrim, so we should not disturb our mind. So even someone provoked, thereafter we should have control over our anger. So absence of anger even on provocation, and disclaiming doership in respect of action. This is very important, that we have this tendency to claim everything that I had done, this is mine, this I did. So absence of this doership, if doership will not be there, the effect will not be ours. If doership is there, the result, the effect, either good or bad, that will be, we have to own that. So once we rejected the doership, we don't have to go through the result of that karma. So the result of that karma may be in a good or bad. It will give punya and papa, but still, if punya is also there, we are in the circle of death and birth. So once we reject the doership, we are get rid of punya and papa. We are out of this circle of death and birth. So absence of quietude and or composer of mind. Quietude, solitude, or it is not easy affair. People do monam, but they even good sadhakas, even brahmacharis, sannyasi, they, for the namesake they are doing monam, but they with any sign or with in writing, their mind is not quite. They started something conveying their messages or something. So the basic thing is quietude of mind. Someone asked me that he was sharing some problem. I said go for solitude. He said that doctor suggested me not to live in solitude. So it is also a grace of Bhagwan if you are able to keep yourself, to keep your mind in solitude. That is the, I am saying that is the biggest grace of Bhagwan. That there in solitude you are come out from the world, and there only you are there and your Bhagwan is there. So solitude, quietness of mind is also a Daivi Sampatti. Compassion towards all creatures. When we see someone in in any adverse situation, we should help him out in best possible manner. Sometimes we are also helpless, that we cannot help them out, but the resources provided to us, the strength provided to us, we should help them out. Absence of attachment to the object of senses, even during their contact with senses. So this word enter in us with this contact of senses with their object. But reality is that in Vyavhara, we have to do contact with senses. We cannot live the life without having contact of senses with sense objects. Eyes are there, definitely we have to see. Ears are there, definitely we have to hear. Skin is there, definitely we have to touch. So while we are doing the Vyavhara, while we are in contact with sense object, attachment should be not there. If good food is there, let us take, let us enjoy, but we should not have this urge that we should eat it more, or next time we should have this same food. If good sound is there, let's enjoy for that moment, but we should not have this rasa that I want more, next time I want the same thing. So attachment should be not there. Senses of same in transgressing the scriptures or social conviction here. So what we should lead our life according to social and scripture conviction, especially scripture. Social conviction maybe differ from one place to another place, but we should abide with scripture conviction. So when we are starting living our life with scriptural conviction, and it also comes when you study again and again, you study one scripture, then that scriptures will started giving blessing to you. And blessing, what blessing is? The sadhana is to read scriptures again and again. And the blessing is that whenever you are in any adverse situation, or any situation where you are not able to do any decision, then that scriptures will guide you. So if you study a scriptures again and again, like Bhagavad Gita or Ramcharitmanas or Bhagavatam, then slowly that scriptures will started giving blessing to you in form of guidance. So whenever required, that scripture will give you guidance. So you will secure yourself by transgressing the teaching of scripture. And तेज क्षमा धृति शोचम अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति संपदम दैवीम अभिजातस्य भारत. तेज, brilliance. Shama, forgiveness, fortitude, and external purity, bearing enmity to none, and absence of self-esteem, those are also Devi Sampatti. Forgiveness is really, it is not easy appear that you forgive someone with your mind. Maybe in word you forgive someone, but if someone harmed you, someone did mischief with you, to forgive him, you need a lot of mental strength. So forgiveness, fortitude, purity, all these are Devi Sampatti. And the who is born with this divine endowment, they are mark of they are Devta, like Devta. So these all are the mark of Devi Guna. These all are Devi Sampatti, and in brief, Asuri Sampatti is Dambho Darbho Vimanascha Krodha Parushyameva Cha Ajnanam Cha Vijatasya Partha Sampadamasuri. Arrogance, pride, anger, harshness, ignorance, these all are the mark of Asuri Sampatti, who is born with demonic properties. So a person who is born with demonic properties or who acquired demonic properties are full of arrogance, full of pride, full of anger, harshness, ignorance. They don't know what to do, where to engage, where to withdraw. They don't know. So Bhagwan is saying that Devi Sampatti Vimokshaya Nibandhaya Asuri Mata Masucha Sampadam Devim Abhijatosi Bharata Pandava. Bhagwan is saying the result of Devi Sampatti is it will make you free. And the result of Asuri Sampatti is it will make you bind. So those who have Asuri Sampatti, they are bind in this world. And those who are with Devi Sampatti, they get free. It is like also that when you are full of tamas, you engage yourself in this world, and when you from tamas you shifted to rajas, there also you engage in yourself in world, and when you shifted in rajas, there you have tendency to come out from this world. So the Devi Sampatti will make you free slowly. So Bhagwan is saying, don't worry Arjuna, you are born with Devi Sampatti. So don't feel that in this battlefield you will get sin. All this Devi Sampatti will push you to make you free. They will not get you bind in this karma of this horrible karma of yuddha, fighting, war. दो भूत सर्को लोकेस्मिन् देव आसुर एव च देवो विस्तरसः प्रोक्त आसुरं पार्थ मे शृणु. Bhagwan is saying that there are two types of men in this world. One possesses divine nature and another possesses demonic disposition. So of this type of possessing of divine nature has been dealt in with a length. Now in detail I will tell you. Briefly I already had mentioned what are the demonic qualities, but let us see in detail. Let us see what all are the Asuri Sampatti, all are the demonic qualities. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha janana vidurasuraha न शोचम नापि चाचारः न satyam tesu vidyate. So the people with asuri sampatti, they either don't know pravritti nor they don't know nivritti. They don't know where to engage themselves and where to withdraw themselves. What is right activity, what is wrong activity, what to do, what not to do, they don't know. Someone asked me, he started joining in our Ramayana class. He said that Guruji, I am addict to smoking. What is your message? What you want to say? I said nothing I have to say, because it is already written in the packet of that cigarette that smoking is injurious to health. What else I have to say? It is already there. If you want, if your buddhi will support you, if your buddhi is sattvic, you will control yourself from them itself, because it is given there what I have to say. So they don't know where they have to withdraw or where they have to engage. So they don't know what to do, what not to do. प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च जना न विदुरासुराः न शोचम नापि चाचारः न सत्यम तेषु विद्यते. So they don't have purity of mind, they don't have the good contact, and they don't have the truthfulness. If truthfulness is there, I already said, then slowly they will come out from all this asuri sampatti. असत्यम अप्रतिष्ठम ते जगत आहुरनीश्वरम अपरस्पर संभूतम किमन्य काम हेतुकम. So men of demonic disposition say that this world is without any foundation. I said that the first jiva, he look upon him that yes, I am the jiva. Then he started looking this world that this is the Jagat, and now he is starting searching the cause of the Jagat. So some people, some Rishi Munis, they reach the cause as a Ishwar, and someone say that no, there is no Ishwara, only this creation is carry forwarding or growing with the union of male and female. So for them, there is no Ishvara, only the union of male and female will continue this legacy of this creation. So, man of demonic disposition say word is without any foundation, absolutely unreal, godless, and brought forth by mutual union of male and female, and hence conceived in lust. So what should be the result? If a person with Devi Sampatti find out that the cause of the word is Ishvara, then he will go for Ishvara. And one have this conclusion that the word is due to the union of man and woman. So what will be the result? He will conceive in lust. What else than this? So this is the conclusion of demonic disposition, that they will conceive ultimately in lust. एतां दृष्टिमवष्टभ्य नष्टात्मोल्पबुद्धयः प्रभवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः क्षमाय जगतो हिताः. Clinging to this false view, these slow-witted men of ill disposition and terrible deeds are enemy of mankind, bent on destruction of the world. So definitely the person of Asuri Sampatti, they are not friend of anyone. They are the enemies of mankind. They are enemy of total mankind, and when their mindset is of destruction of the world, they cannot coexist with another person. They they want to establish there is a struggle of existence, and they want to establish themselves as a superior. That is their target. काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरं दम्भमानमदान्विता मोहात् गृहीत्वा सद्ग्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः. So they are busy in cherishing their desire, holding on to false doctrine. This is too much danger for a person. When a person started holding on a false doctrine, when a person started believing in false doctrine, in today's world, lot of person, they are in the name of religion, they are spreading this false doctrine. So that's why it is needed to study scriptures. When you will study scriptures, your mind is in line with scriptural teaching, then you will able to secure yourself from all this false doctrine. Otherwise, they will present this false doctrine in such a way that you will get confused that it is true or it is false. So once you get confused, their covering, their decoration is in such a way that you are starting believing that they are true. So we should not go for false doctrine. False doctrine through ignorance. Ignorance is why? Because we are not studying our scriptures. So once we have this Mahatva Buddhi in our scriptures, once we study our scriptures, then we get rid of all this false doctrine. So cherishing stable desire, because desire, how much you cherish your desire, there is no fulfillment. And we had seen in previous chapter 15, that the objective of this life should be fulfillment. So till you cherishing your desire, fulfillment will never come in your life. So holding on the false doctrine through ignorance. So with knowledge, we should remove our ignorance, and knowledge should be come out from scriptures, not by anyone's mind. And all minds are corrupt, so all minds are impure. So scriptures, the knowledge should be strictly come out from scriptures. These men of impure conduct move in the world full of hypocrisy. So they inside they are the, as Tulsidas ji say, that they are the servant of or they are the they wish all the calm, krodh, mad, lobh, but hypocritically they will show themselves, they will propaganda themselves as a devotee of Bhagwan. So they are moving in the world full of hypocrisy with impure conduct. Outside they will show that I am the true Sant, I am the true saint, but inside they are with impure conduct, pride and arrogance. So they are full of hypocrisy, impure conduct, pride and arrogance. Chintam aparimayam cha pralayantya mupasritaha kama kamopabhoga parma etavat iti nischitaha. So giving themselves to innumerable cares, innumerable worries, ending only with death or destruction of this world. So their worries, they never get end. All the worries never get end. Only the destruction of world or end of them, that is death, can put full stop on their worries. Otherwise, they have innumerable worries. Unnecessary people are worrying. People are worrying what will happen tomorrow, what will happen in next house, what will happen in next country. So unnecessary, without reason, people are worrying. People of not sattvic people, people of asuri sampatti, they remain devoted to the enjoyment of sensuous pleasure. Worry is because they are thinking that they may be deprived from their sensual pleasure. So all the worries are because of bhoga. They have resist that we should have this bhoga, we should have this sensual pleasure. So they are devoted. They will propaganda that we are the devotee of Bhagwan, but actually they are devoted of enjoyment of sensuous pleasures. In present words, people are running so much charity activity, people are running so much gosala and other charity temples, other charitable activity, but in the name of that, they are acquiring more or more the more object of enjoyment for themselves. So that is the lakshana of asuri sampatti, that they are devoted to enjoyment of sensuous pleasure and are firm in the belief that this is the biggest limit of joy. Actually, why people engage themselves in sensual pleasure? Because for them, that is the limit. That is the limit. The sensual pleasure is a limit of joy. They don't know, or they are ignorant of the fact that there is a joy beyond this limit. So once a person realizes that this is not a limit, definitely sensual pleasures are giving joy in Vyavahar, but there is a joy beyond this also. So once a person realizes, then he will come out from all this sensual pleasure. Asha pasasate baddhaha kama krodha parayanaha ihanta kama bhogartham anyayena sanjayan. They themselves are bonded by hundreds of tie of expectation. People have expectation with everyone. This will do this. This will do this good to me. This person will give this favor to me. I will get, even with Bhagwan, people have expectation that Bhagwan will qualify me. Bhagwan will give me service, recruitment. Bhagwan will give me lot of properties, lot of money. So people have this expectation. So hundreds of thousands of expectations are there in their life, only giving themselves up to lust and anger. So once you have expectation with a person or with Bhagwan or whoever, if it will not get fulfilled, then you will get anger. Your expectation is not going to fulfill, then anger will definitely. Till expectation is there, lust is there, and expectation is not fulfilling, then anger will arise. They strive to amass by unfair means hordes of money and other objects. So if expectation is there, you want to acquire the things hook or crook by any means, so then you are going with unfair means. So anyhow you want the money, you want the object, you want the property. So then who cares about fair mean? Then people started acquiring the property with unfair means also. Other objects of enjoyment of sensuous pleasure. So all the objects of sensuous pleasure, people use hooks, everything, and unfair means, and their single motive is that we want sensual pleasure, we want to acquire money, we want to acquire property. For that sake, they are ready to do anything. Idam adya maya labdham imam prapse manoratham idam asmi idam api me bhavishyati punardhanam. So their target is, their goal is that this much I acquired, this I have to acquire. They have only this, their mind is dwelling on this, that this property I acquired, this property I have to acquire. I acquired this model of car, I have to acquire this model of car. So their goal is how to collect lot of property, lot of objects, lot of sensual pleasure. Their single point target is only this. They don't have time for satsang, for swadhyay, for Bhagwan. They don't mind. They worship Bhagwan only with this intention that Bhagwan will help me to acquire to acquire more or more property, more or more money, more or more sensual objects. They say to themselves that this much, their target is this much has been secured by me today, now, and I shall realize this ambition. So much wealth is already with me, and yet again this shall be mine. So they are busy in giving themselves target that I am millionaire, I have to become billionaires. So in their life only this will goes on. Aso maya hatus, aso maya hata satrur hanishye cha paranapi ishwaroham bhogi siddhoham balvan sukhi. So if someone is busy in acquiring, making effort in acquiring, definitely enemies who also want to acquire the same thing, they become their enemy. So their target is now that enemy has been slain by me, and I shall kill those others too. So I had disposed of this enemy, these are remaining, I will kill them also. So I am the Lord. I am not going to listening anyone. I am the Lord. What I am saying is true. What is my ambitious, it should be fulfilled. What is my desire, it should be fulfilled. If anyone will come in between me and my desire, I will kill him. So they become Lord, the enjoyer of pleasure. I am the endowed with all the powers and all might, all happiness. So they want to acquire all the might, all power, all happiness, and they started doing cures to the society, and ultimately they are harming total mankind, public at large. With due to their desire, they are harming public at large. So we will keep it here. Next we will see tomorrow. Om Namada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Gacchate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari